We are live. We live, Daniel.
Yeah, hold on 1 second. Wait, sorry, I had to go somewhere. Hi guys, we're here. We're back with the new Star Trek with another Daniel Star Trek series. More video. Sorry about that. Yep, we're back, and we're here with Jacob. How you doing, Jacob?
Yeah, pretty good, thanks. Daniel, how's it going?
I'm good. Yeah. Oh, so anyways, yeah, we have a lot of good Star Trek stuff. We have a new Star Trek TV series trailer, which was awesome. Did you see that? Did you see that trailer, Jacob?
Yes, I did. It was pretty
I gave it.
awesome.
It was pretty awesome. It was. It was really good. I love that. And it starts off. We see Earth, and then we see like we kind of zoom in, and we see like a broken up planet. It's like a blue broken up planet, and then we see, like, I think it was like the star that went supernova and destroyed Romulus. I think that was it, or it could be, I don't know. It was like a cool looking star. And then we went further, and then it just cut to like Star Trek, and just the title Star Trek came on, and I'm happy for. I mean, I'm kind of happy. I mean, a little bit. The show. I mean, it has some pretty good people working on it. It has okay, Alex Kurtzman, which wrote the new movies. And the new movies are awesome. I love the new movies. And despite what people say, the new movies are successful. You can say whatever you want. I know Steampunk hates the movies and shit. And, well, he can say whatever he wants about the movies and J.J. Abrams. They're successful. So he can say whatever he wants, But, hey, these movies are successful. And, yeah, it's just, I love it. I love this. I love it. And the trailer's awesome. We got Alex Kurtzman on board, and he made the new movies. He wrote the new movies. So I'm like, oh my god, this is great. Maybe he'll have some influence. He'll make the show feel like the new movies, which I think is great. I mean, we can only hope. Chances are, pretty much, it'll be like that. So. And also, we have Nicholas Meyer, who's first of all, we have second of all, we have Brian Fuller, and he wrote a lot of stories for DS9, so that's good. He's going to be like the director of the series. And then, yeah, he did DS9 episodes and Voyager episodes, were my favorite stuff. He wasn't involved with TNG. TNG was garbage, and I don't give a shit who doesn't like that. I'll say it. It was garbage. It was all a bunch of diplomacy and shit. And, yeah, so we got a guy from DS9. And then we got Nicholas Meyer. And he's going to write the series. He's going to write it. Nicholas Meyer wrote and directed The Wrath of Khan. Now, I don't know if you saw The Wrath of Khan, but I love that movie. It was perfect. I thought it was awesome. Nicholas Meyer was just like me. He argued, why does Star Trek have to be a show about peace and love and everybody getting along? That's not entertaining. It's not entertaining. There needs to be conflict in there. There needs to be good versus evil. And that's what he gave us. He gave us a dark movie, a movie with good versus evil. We got Khan versus Kirk. We got a whole shitload of casualties along the way. I mean, Kirk versus Khan. Kirk attacks Khan. Khan attacks Kirk. My god, you gotta watch the movie. It's so damn good. It is awesome. I loved it. And Roddenberry, of course, he didn't like the Wrath of Khan because he saw The Wrath of Khan for what it was. He was like, oh, he saw The Wrath of Khan. He was like, this. I don't want it. He didn't like it because he thought that there were too many deaths, too many casualties. The movie was too dark and gritty, and it's just a big action movie with a bunch of space battles in it. and he doesn't like it. This isn't Star Trek, and all that shit. And he went fucking crazy. He wrote a bunch of angry letters to Nicholas Meyer saying shit like, he doesn't want to turn Star Trek into Battlestar Galactica, and he doesn't like all the deaths, and he hated the various themes of aging and loss. He hated all the deaths in the movie, and most of all, he hated the space battles. Well, in the end, Nicholas Meyer won. In the end, he argued, why does it have to be what you want, Roddenberry? Why can't it be a normal sci-fi movie? You know? And in the end, he won. In the end, he won, and Roddenberry got kicked off the Paramount lot. So, yeah, I'm on Nicholas Meyer's side. You know, fuck Roddenberry. You know, like screw that bastard. He's a fucking loser. You know, I mean, in the end, Nicholas Meyer won. Yep. That was the most, I think, in my opinion. Now I know steampunk would say, no. When you account for inflation, the motion picture was the most successful Star Trek movie. No, it wasn't. It may have made a little bit more money, but it wasn't the best Star Trek movie. In fact, a lot of people panned it for being this. It was boring. People don't want. Oh yeah. He says shit like, oh, that's what people want. They want a Roddenberry story. No, they don't. Roddenberry. Nobody cared. Look. Star Trek was always a small niche audience. Now, what does small niche audience mean? Small niche audience means small audience, the minority. And you know what? There's nothing wrong with opening it up to a bigger audience. There's nothing wrong with that. Now, I know that's not what a lot of Star Trek fans want, because they want to keep it nerdy and boring. Well, screw them if they don't like it. You know, things are changing. You know, like, you can't keep Star Trek what it was. It has to evolve. It has to change with the times. You know, and I know Steam Turd likes to pick on to defend Roddenberry and shit. He can defend Roddenberry all he wants. You know, like whatever. You know, Roddenberry. You know, Nicholas Meyer beat Roddenberry. You know, he beat Roddenberry. You know, and Roddenberry got kicked off the Paramount lot. And you know, I mean, I gotta say, just that man being gone, Roddenberry being gone is like, oh, it's kind of a relief. That guy was insufferable. I mean, everybody hated him. There were so many people who had problems with Roddenberry and his fucking vision because it was boring. It wasn't entertaining. It was boring. And I can't spit enough hatred against that man. Against Roddenberry. I can't spit enough hatred. You know, hey, Steam Turd, you can attack Roddenberry all you want. No, you can defend Roddenberry all you want. He's still a loser. And nobody cares about him. Only a small niche audience cares about him. No one else does. So yeah, you know, and like I love Nicholas Meyer, man. Nicholas Meyer basically told Roddenberry to fuck off, and you know what? He won. He won. You know, Roddenberry got kicked off the Paramount lot, and yeah. And you know what? Whatever. You know, screw him. He's dead. Thank God. Hallelujah. Let's move on. I am sorry. I can't stand the man. I can't stand the man. What a horrible bastard he was. But anyways, yeah. And also, you know what? Okay, The Wrath of Khan was the most successful the most successful TOS movie in many opinion. In like it's like the most favorite. I think it is the most successful. And you know what was the most successful TNG movie? It was First Contact. You know, the one with the Borg? That was the most successful movie. Why? Because it was a big action movie. It brought in the Borg, a fan favorite. It moved forward with the timeline. And it was a big action movie. So, you know, everybody wins. You know, the Star Trek nerds, they get their original universe. They get to move forward with their story. They get the Borg back, and everybody else, the bigger action demanding audience, we get a big action movie. And you know what? I find people online that are still butthurt over First Contact because they're complaining. You know, I think even Atop the Fourth Wall made a video about this. People complain about First Contact. They're like, this movie is all action. You know, the stupid, silly little nerds who complain and complain and complain. And, you know, whatever. They can complain all they want. So, yeah. And I really hope this new series does well. I hope Nicholas Meyer he's the writer. He's going to write it. So I hope he makes it more like Wrath of Khan, you know, more like that, you know. Yeah, that would be great. And I hope Alex Kurtzman makes it a little bit like the movies. I hope we get something like the Wrath of Khan mixed with these new movies. That's a good Star Trek show, I think. You know, I really hope they do that. And also, oh my god, I forgot what I was going to say. Are you there, Jacob?
Yes, I am. I am here.
Okay, so anyways, yes. Also, yeah, you know, I remember now. It turns out that, okay, Birth Movies Death, a really reputable source has stated, you know, because they have their sources, and they you know, we just got news that the Mirror Universe is going to be heavily, you know, it's going to be heavily, like, the Mirror Universe is returning to this series, so we're gonna be having a lot of Mirror Universe episodes, and I think it's great. I love the Mirror Universe. Now, if you don't know what the Mirror Universe is, you know, like, it's like pretty much a universe. It's like the opposite of the Federation. And that is so awesome. Oh my god, we're going to get Mirror Universe episodes. We're going to get to see bad guys. We're going to get to see villains. See, the reason why I like the Mirror Universe is because, you know, they stab each. Okay, the Mirror Universe is the opposite of the Federation. They don't make peace. They conquer. They conquer other civilizations. And they enslave people. You know, and it's awesome. I like it so much. And you know, everywhere you go, I've been going to a few sites. I've been going to a few YouTube videos, and I've been telling people, my god, the Mirror Universe is coming back. And they're like, I don't like the Mirror Universe. People are like, we don't like the Mirror Universe. Why? Well, because, you know, because they complain, it's not Star Trek, and these people, they're villains, and Star Trek doesn't need a villain. And villains, we don't need evil, selfish characters. That's not Star Trek. Well, fuck you, you bunch of losers. You know, that may not be old Star Trek. It's new Star Trek. And it may not be old Star Trek. It's new Star Trek. And it's good science fiction. You know, You know, like I hear people everywhere I go, I hear people complaining, "Whoa, Star Trek doesn't need a villain, and villains only force, you know, violence in the show." But that's why villains are important. They're important because they do force violence into the show. You know, that's why I love my dark, gritty villains. And I don't give a shit out there, what those fucking losers who complain, "That's not Star Trek." It's new Star Trek, folks. New Star Trek. You know, if they have to do this to open it up to a new audience. So yeah, you know, I mean, just I'm happy the Mirror Universe is returning. I'm hearing I got to Trek. I went to TrekCore, and I'm hearing now we're gonna get the Mirror Universe back. We're not just getting the Terran Empire back. The Terran Empire is the opposite of the Federation. They're a bunch of evil people that conquer other planets. We're not just getting the Terran Empire back, but we're getting Klingons from the Mirror Universe. So I'm like, oh my god, I am so excited. I am so excited. This is going to be really great. You know, and yeah. Yeah, you know, it's shaping up to be pretty good, you know? Okay, the first season is going to take place post Undiscovered Country. You know, it's like, yeah, and then we don't know what the next season is going to be about. I'm pretty sure the next season is going to be like maybe after Nemesis, I'm hoping. Because, like, yeah, the first season is after Undiscovered Country. The next season should be after Nemesis, and then we move forward like that. That would be great. And I'm sure. Like, okay, remember the trailer? What really got me excited when I saw new villains? That's what got me excited. I love new villains. Villains, you know what they say? You know what they say? You're only as good as your villain. That's what they say, and it's true. The villains make the story. You know? So I'm sure we're going to be getting a lot of good villains in the story. Because, come on, after all, it's the 21st century. We need that kind of storytelling. You know? Yeah. So I'm really, really excited. I think it's just freaking awesome. And it's being filmed in Toronto. My God, it's like so close to me. Which is awesome. I really can't wait. I really can't wait. It's going to be so good. But we're not going to get the Enterprise. We're going to get another ship because they can't use the Enterprise. So I hope it's a good ship. I really do. And also, I know Steampunk is like, oh no, this show is going to have a low budget, so it'll force the show to be more cerebral. No, actually. Okay, actually, I went all over the net, and yeah, sure, maybe it'll have a lower budget, maybe. But after all, this is 27. It'll air in 27. It'll be filmed in fall 2016. So you know what? They can do more with less. They have so much cool technology today. They can do more with less money. And also, they're on a streaming network, which means they can put more of the budget into the actual product. Because you see, when you're on a network, not a lot of that budget goes into the actual product because you got to pay so many things. But now, if it's on a streaming network, they can put more of that budget into the actual product. And also add on top of that, they're filming in Toronto. You know, they got a lot of tax breaks in Toronto. That's why people like to get Wait, I gotta catch my breath 1 second. people like to film in Canada, like in Toronto and Vancouver, because you get a lot of tax breaks. So, exactly. They're going to put more of that budget into the actual product. So I think this has the potential to be the best Star Trek series we've ever seen. And yeah. So, exactly. They can do space battles. They can do action adventure. And, just, yeah. And bullshit. Oh, it's going to be low budget. Well, maybe so. But they can put more of that budget into the product. So, in the end, you're going to get more action, more adventure. I mean, even then, we don't know if it's going to be low budget. We don't know because from what I heard, CBS made a deal with another company. One company is going to pay like 60% of the product, and CBS pays 30%. So one company pays 70%, and CBS pays 30%. So altogether it comes up to 100%. And yeah, it's going to have, I think it's going to have a normal, decent TV budget. So, like I said, like in Canada, you get a bunch of tax breaks. On streaming, you get to put more of that money towards the actual product. And they're going to have a normal budget. All that adds up to a great series. Oh yeah, also, add on to that, we may be getting 13 episodes a season. So think about it. Less episodes, plus less episodes, more budget per episode, and they're on streaming, which means they can put more money into the actual product. That, and also, add to that, you get a bunch of tax breaks in Canada. So, you know what? This could be a really, really good series. Like the best one we've seen so far. And yeah. So this is going to be great. This is going to be awesome. I really hope we see post Nemesis next season and all that crap. It's all that stuff. It's so good. It's so good. And yeah, what do you think about it, Jacob?
I reckon the new series will be amazing any which way, and yeah, that's all I have to say. I reckon it'll be pretty good. I reckon this movie, Star Trek Beyond, will be pretty good this year to go see. So go check out Star Trek Beyond this year, viewers and subscribers, for the Daniel Star Trek cast. Support the Daniel Star Trek cast. Support Star Trek with Daniel. And yeah, basically, I reckon it's going to be awesome. So yeah.
And also,
as Clark Channel said, live long and prosper. Boom.
Yeah. But also, speaking about the movie now. Oh my God! Have you seen that second trailer? It is awesome.
I saw the second trailer and it was epic.
Yep. Everybody loved it. Everybody on the net liked it. I know Steam Turd didn't like it. He was like, "Oh, I don't like it." Yeah. And I was like, you know something? You can hate on it all you want. Hey, Joe liked it. And
that's actually pretty good that Joe liked it. Go Matrix Lord. Support Matrix Lord because he liked it. Yes.
So yeah, Joe liked it. But Chris was like, "Well, I don't." And I'm like, "Yeah, okay, whatever." Not everybody can be like, "Okay, whatever." But it was like, I'm kind of sick and tired of him attacking these new movies. But whatever, it doesn't matter. He's just one person, anyways. But what I'm saying is this second trailer was beloved by many people. It was beloved. It was great. It started off with Bones talking. Bones, you know who Bones is, right? He's a doctor. It starts off with Bones talking, and he talks to Kirk about how much time Kirk is trying to be like his father, and he doesn't even know what it's like to be him. And it's really, really. You gotta. I mean, that trailer is so awesome. You know, and now, okay, see, you remember Star Trek Into Darkness? It had a budget of 190 million, and it made 487 million worldwide. And for some reason, Paramount considered that a failure. And in fact, they were debating whether they make a third movie. But you know, I mean, they're greedy bastards. There's no reason why that movie was a failure. They considered it a failure, but it wasn't. It was good. They wanted to make more money. It's corporate greed. You know, it's corporate greed. They wanted to make more money, even though it was a good movie. And you know, I know Modern Age Nerd. He liked the movie. He thought it was great. And I liked the movie. I thought it was great. A lot of fans were kind of offended at it because, you know, they're complaining, oh, you know, it's not Star Trek, and shut the fuck up, people. I mean, always complaining and complaining. It's new Star Trek, folks. And whatever. So, but you know what? Now in this new movie, they lowered the budget back down to 150 million. Star Trek Beyond, they lowered the budget back down to 150 million. And I guarantee you, I mean, I bet, this is what I bet. I bet it'll make 500 million at least. At least 500 million. With a budget of 150 million? Okay, the first movie had a budget of 150 million, and it made 385 million worldwide. This new movie, Star Trek Beyond, looks even better. Even better than the last one, and it has a lower budget. That's to show you, as time goes on, we can do more with less. I mean, for example, look at Star Trek: The Motion Picture. It was a good-looking movie. It had a big budget. And it wasn't so good. Star Trek: Wrath of Khan, it had a lower budget, and it did much better. It looked much better. It felt much better. You know, that's to show you, you know, as time goes on, we can do more with less money. So, yeah, you know, I'm sure I bet you that it'll make 500 million at least, Star Trek Beyond. And if it makes 500 million at least, it'll be super, super successful. I'm sure they'll green light Star Trek 5 and 6, maybe even 7. You know, I hope so. I really do. This is going to be great, you know. Oh my God. Are you going to go see the movie? Jacob?
Yes, I will be. Definitely.
Yeah.
But Star Trek, come on, support Star Trek, people. That's what the Daniel Star Trek cast is here for, supporting Star Trek for Daniel. So there you go, support Star Trek. As Daniel's like saying, like support Star Trek, and it helps like live long and prosper, Clark Channel, yep. And it just helps people do more casts too, like do more casts, get more casts out there about Star Trek for Daniel. Matrix Lord, if you can you help Daniel more get Star Trek out there for people, and getting Star Trek out there for people and listening to Daniel's opinions is awesome. So live long and prosper, and I think we'll end the cast here because Clark Channel and I have to go see X-Men Apocalypse. So we'll end the cast here. Awesome cast, Daniel, and people, go support Star Trek and live long and prosper. Bye for now.
Yeah. Bye.